One of the Hasidim of Reb Mordechai of Lechovich, whose name was Reb Meirka of Mir, was once traveling on the way when he turned into an inn to pray. While he was there, a large group of poor people entered who would travel together from place to place, along with their wagons and bags, women and children. Reb Meirka spotted amongst them a certain poor old man who stood out for his distinguished scholarly appearance, and so he kept a close eye on him. When the innkeeper gave the poor people bread and some hot soup to eat, they pounced on it to quickly satisfy their hunger. But the poor man quietly took one piece of bread, went over to the wash basin to wash his hands before eating bread. He took the cup and examined it carefully to make sure it was legally fitting for use, then washed his hands. After this, he took a piece of bread and was about to make the appropriate blessing when he hesitated, put the bread down, and instead took a piece of cake, said the blessing over that, and sat down to eat. Reb Meirka didn't take his gaze off that poor man for a moment and carefully examined his every move. After this, the poor people packed up and left, and the old man walked along with them next to the carts. Reb Meirka then prayed, sat down to eat, but all the while couldn't stop thinking about that old man's strange behavior. Why had he not wanted to bless on the bread? Finally, he asked the lady of the house, "When did you bake the bread you gave to those poor people?" "Why, a few days ago." "And do you remember if you took challah from the dough before baking it?" he again asked. Suddenly, the woman was shocked and screamed, "Oy vey Izmir, I forgot to take challah!" Reb Meirka then realized that that man possessed the Holy Spirit and was one of the hidden Tzaddikim. He immediately harnessed his carriage and chased after that band of poor people. When he caught up, he didn't see the old man there, so he asked them, "Where is the old man who was walking with you?" One of them answered him, "What do you want with that Meshuggah, that lunatic? We got stuck with him a few weeks ago, and wherever we go, he just follows us. Wherever we sleep, he sleeps. But he has very strange behavior. Every so often he disappears in the bushes, stays there for a long while, and then returns. And once, on a freezing cold day, we were camped next to a river, frozen over, when he broke a hole in the ice and jumped in." So Reb Meirka asked, "And might you know which direction he went in now?" They showed him, and he went and found the old man meditating under a tree, his face aflame. Reb Meirka said to him, "Rebbe, bless me." The poor man asked for a specific amount of money, so Reb Meirka gave him, and the old man blessed him. After this, Reb Meirka returned to his Rebbe, Reb Mordechai of Lechovich, and told him the whole story. The tzaddik told him, "Fortunate are you. You've been blessed by Reb Leib Saras." Indeed, the divine providence of it all. For Reb Leib Saras, caretaker to a generation of precious souls, should himself come to be one himself. The most humble, blessed of men, a man who is all good, a hidden tzaddik in whose credit the very world exists.